Hello everybody, this is AK. I'm back. So I thought of making a video last night, but I was feeling a bit lazy. Um, I was doing other stuff lah, okay. I was gaming. That's the honest truth. Yeah, so I wasn't feeling up to making a video. Anyway, I told myself might as well wait till OCBC and UOB announce their results and then make a video tonight, right? But then I know myself well, I might not make a video tonight if I get a bit too engrossed in my games again. So after looking at the results from OCBC and UOB, I say I should make a video earlier, which is now in the morning. Otherwise, I might not make one today. Yeah, and then who knows when I'll make another video. So congratulations to DBS, OCBC, and UOB fellow shareholders. Amazing results, stunning third quarter 2024 results from all three banks. All of them, DBS, OCBC, and UOB, they beat forecasts. They beat all the estimates by a comfortable margin. Right, so this morning OCBC said that they announced that they beat the forecast by with a 9% rise in Q3 profit to $1.97 billion, and UOB posts 16% higher Q3 profit to $1.61 billion. So this is a 16% year-on-year increase from $1.38 billion last year. And DBS went one step further because they say they are going to do a share buyback to the tune of 3 billion Singapore dollars. 3 billion Singapore dollars. So the share prices of all three banks jumped, right? So when I looked at it just now, DBS was trading at $42 per share. OCBC was trading at $16 per share, and UOB was trading at $35 per share. So the all-time highs that we saw recently has been the all-time highs have been broken. The records have been broken. The records were broken, and then now we have new all-time highs. It's all very good, fantastic. What feel good? Everyone's probably feeling quite good, except for those who are not invested in the banks. For the rest of us who are invested, we are probably feeling quite good, right? Feeling kam gong but good. So the thing is, you see on screen, right? DBS, OCBC, and UOB to the moon. This is borrowing a phrase that people who are very big on cryptocurrencies like to use, Bitcoin to the moon, that kind of thing. So the share prices of DBS, OCBC, and UOB going to the moon. Well, they might, but I don't think so, right? So DBS currently at $42 per share. Right, and I said before that I would consider selling DBS if it ever goes to 2 times book value. And just to be sure, because I thought 2 times book value was $21 or so per share, which means $42 I should be selling now. But when I check just now, DBS book value is actually closer to $43. $23 per share, right? So 2 times book value should be $46 per share. So my information previously was inaccurate, right? Its book value is closer to $23 per share, and 2 times book would be $46 per share. So if DBS ever hits $46 per share within the next maybe 1, 2, 3 months, I'll probably be selling some. right? 2 times book value, because I think that would indicate extreme euphoria, no matter how good the bank does, right? So 45, 46 maybe. Yeah, I'll sell some. I'll probably sell half, I won't sell all. I'd like to stay investor, because who knows, Mr. Market can be absolutely irrational. But I'm being rational by selling half also, because if I were to sell half, I would have recovered all my capital and a bit more, right? And that's without taking into consideration the dividends that I've received over the years. Right, so that would be a nice place to take gains off the table, right? I mean, I took a look at my DBS investments, which I made using my SRS money many years ago. It has tripled. It has tripled in value, market value, and for my investment in DBS made using cash, it has almost doubled in value. In fact, it has doubled in value. So what's not to like, right? Can't complain, right? So what am I trumpeting here? You see on screen, trumpeting, right? That's actually a play on Donald Trump's family name, Trump, right? So I'm just being cheeky here, because Donald Trump has won the White House, and because of that, like I said in my previous video, his promises are likely to be very inflationary, right? Tax cuts, tariffs, very inflationary, and because of that, Mr. Market is not expecting the Fed to be aggressive when it comes to cutting interest rates in 2025, which means that interest rates are really going to stay higher for longer, and this will benefit the banks, right? But not so the REITs, right? So that's why I cautioned also in the last video that the banks will do well, right? Even if interest rates were to reduce, but if interest rates were to stay high, and that's in the case, a scenario where Trump wins the White House, the banks will continue to do better, right? Whereas for the REITs, it's very binary, right? For the banks, whether interest rates go up or they go down, they will continue to make more money, right? Because they have other sources of income and not just net interest income. Whereas for the REITs, rental income is their only source of income, and for them it's more binary in the sense that if interest rates go up, they won't do as well, and if interest rates go down, they might do better, right? So I like a more resilient option, and not an option that's either black or white, right? Like I said, and that's why I said investing in the banks would still be a better option than investing in REITs, for many reasons, right? That's not the only reason, for many reasons, and I've shared them here in my YouTube channel many times before, right? So my plan going forward, well, I'm not increasing my exposure to the banks at the current prices, right? I said before many months ago that OCBC deserved to trade at $15 per share. That was when it was trading at $13 something per share many months ago. Some of you might remember. I say it deserves to trade at $15 per share, right? And if it should be a bit more transparent as to how it would use its excess capital, maybe it will reach $15 per share, but now it has hit $16 per share, right? And UOB, once it has managed to integrate all the businesses that it bought from Citibank in 4 Southeast Asian countries, once it has integrated all this properly, those integration costs were one-off costs, right? And once that has been accounted for, their profit would be higher. And now it has materialized. So the banks will continue to do well. They're very resilient. And I will stay invested, right? And as if in response to Trump's win, right, we saw the T-bill, 6-month T-bill cut-off yield coming at 3.04%. And like I said in my previous video, right, it's probably going to be around 3%, not going anywhere higher or much lower than 3%, around 3%. It's coming at 3.04%. And I'll continue to do my T-bill purchases every 2 weeks, and I'll maintain the ladder. And you see on screen the next line says $700,000. What? Okay, I'm not going to give you the answer right away. See if you can guess what that $700,000 is referring to. I'll give you a clue here. It has to do with my investments in the banks, right? So, and I'll wait for a few days and see what people say. I'll reveal the answer in the comments section below, right? So anyway, congratulations once again to DBS, OCBC and UOB shareholders. Good news. Cheers all around, right? Happiness. Huat. So if AK can do it, so can you. Bye-bye.